Hey there, it's Seb Frey here with another exciting episode of It's a Seb Show. All right, now listen, it's almost the middle of February. The real estate market is starting to heat up. More inventory is coming on. Buyers are out there, but there's not a lot of inventory coming on. There is some inventory coming on, and buyers are very, very hungry. Like they spent all fall not buying anything, and here we are. The weather is nice. Looks like the drought is back, and buyers are out in the sunshine, maybe a cool sunshine, but they're out there, they're looking, they're making offers. And what happens when there's lots of buyers and few properties to offer on? It's a formula for what? Yes, multiple offers. Yay, multiple offers. If you are a listing agent or a seller, you love it when there's multiple offers. That's the music to your ears. If you're a buyer and you hear multiple offers, you are struck with dread, because being a buyer in a multiple offer situation is never fun, especially if there's lots and lots of multiple offers. So I have some listings right now that one of them got multiple offers. The other one, I'm sure when I actually start reviewing offers, there will be multiple offers for it. But I'm representing a buyer right now, and he's very interested in a property. And I know there's going to be a ton of offers. I know this because it's like the only house in the neighborhood in that price range. And when I've gone to show it, I've had to wait in line to get in. And at the open house this past weekend, they had 60 people come through it. And I just know it's going to be like a ferocious, nasty battle to get this property. But the buyer is saying, Seb, I really want to get this house. And so I'm like, okay, well, I think you should offer X. And he's going like, well, I think I should offer X minus Y. And I'm like, okay, well, offer what you want. But like, I think that you're going to have to offer this much money more than you want to offer. And I don't know. No one knows. If you ask the listing agent, hey, how much money do I have to offer? They're not going to tell you. Like 99 times out of 100, they won't tell you. Sometimes they will. Almost always they won't. There's a whole lot of reasons for that I won't get into, but basically it's to the seller's advantage to not tell buyers what number they have to beat. Because in the absence of information, buyers are afraid, and they will instinctually offer more when they're afraid. Anyway, that's been my experience. They're afraid of losing out. FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. With that FOMO, they go and they offer big, right? So they're generally not going to tell you how much the offers are that you have to beat, hoping that you think they're a lot higher than they are, and you offer a ton of money. But I told my client, I said, hey, look, what I'm going to do? I'm going to go through the data. I'm going to look at homes that sold with multiple offers and try and get you some numbers, because he's a numbers guy. And a lot of people out there in Silicon Valley, y'all are number people too. I know you are. So I went and I dug into the numbers for homes sold in the last 6 months in Santa Clara County, Santa Cruz County, and Monterey County. Now, these are homes that sold with multiple offers and were on the market less than 14 days. In other words, they were newcomers to the market. Now, I should mention that that when a listing agent goes to mark a home as sold on the MLS asks how many offers were received. Now, this is a voluntary thing. The agent does not have to say anything at all, and it's not audited, right? The agent could say there's 10 when there's 5, or she could say there's 10 when there's 20. Nobody really checks, right? Actually, nobody checks at all. It's completely the honor system. So this data is not really exactly like rock solid data, but it's the best data that we have. So having said that, let's go and take a look first at Santa Clara County. All right, now looking at the Santa Clara County numbers, what do we see here? We had at the bottom of the chart there, you'll see there's one property that had 72 offers. But there were 96 sales that had 2 offers, 73 that had 3 offers. There were there were 2 sales that had 15 offers. But there you can see that when there were 96 offers, the average sale price ratio was 102% of asking price. When there were 3 offers, it was also 102%. When there were 4 offers, it jumped to 105%. Now check it out. When there were, let's just see here, 34 offers, 123%, but there was only one listing with 34 offers. When there were 35 offers, 127%. But let's look more like what's more like normal, right? So like maybe 16, 10, 8, 9, and 10 offers, right? So there were 16 sales where they had 8 offers, 108%. There were 10 sales where they had 9 offers, 113%, and there were 11 sales where they had 10 offers and it sold at 108% of asking price. So, in other words, if it sold at 108% and the listing was $1 million, that means it ended up selling for $1,080,000, right? So that's just a number for you to sort of keep in mind if you hear there's that many offers on the property. Now, let's cruise on over and check out Monterey County. Monterey County, a lot fewer sales, obviously. There were 67 sales with multiple offers. There were 25 that got 2 offers and they sold for 100%. There were 12 that got 3 offers that sold for 100% of asking price. Now, when there were 4 offers, it sold at 101%. When it was 5 offers, it sold at 102%. And when there were 6 offers, it sold at 103%. And then, interestingly enough, when there were 7 offers, there was 1 sale. It dropped down to 101. But the average in Monterey County, whenever there were multiple offers, was 101%. Now, even this one where there were 14 offers, there was 1 sale with 14 offers, it only sold at 104%. So the market in Monterey is a lot less vigorous when it comes to multiple offers. Now let's go in the sweet spot, the Goldilocks spot, Santa Cruz County. Let's look at that. There were 70 sales in Santa Cruz County in the last 6 months that had multiple offers on them. 25 sales had 2 offers. 25 sales had 3 offers. 9 sales had 4 offers. There were 3 sales with 5 offers. The one where there's 5 offers, 108% of asking price. Where there's 6 offers, 106% of asking price. When there were 7 offers, 108% of asking price. When there were 8 offers, 107% of asking price. So you can see here that if you're in that sort of, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, well, really actually 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 offer range, that you're looking at 106 to 108% of asking price on average. So that's just a number that you want to keep in mind when you are making an offer in one of these multiple offer situations. Now, I should just say that these are like averages, right? And again, the data is not solid. Here is what you need to do. You can look at these charts and you could use that just as sort of like a guideline or one bit of data, but I would not predicate any offer strategy looking at these numbers because every property is different, right? There's outliers. There's the one that's priced really, really low, right? And then it's going to sell 10, 15% over asking price. There's the one that's priced really, really correctly, and there's a lot of people who are interested in it, but they're not going to pay 10% over asking because asking price is actually very close to what the market feels it's going to be worth. So here's my suggestion to you. If there is a house you want, ask yourself, how much is the most I would pay for this property and feel like I'm doing okay, that I'm not getting ripped off, and offer that. Don't try to calculate and say, well, I think that no one's going to offer more than X, so I'll offer X plus $1. No. That is going to be a very painful lesson, I think, for you because most other buyers, what they're going to do is they're not going to calculate. They're going to go what they feel like offering, what they feel it's worth to them. And that would be my advice to you, is offer what you feel it's worth. And if it sells for more than you feel that it's worth, then hey, no big loss, right? Somebody else, some guy was a sucker and paid too much for that property, and that wasn't you. All right, I hope you have enjoyed this episode of It's a Seb Show. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a comment, give me a share, or even, dare I say it, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be awesome. Yeah, subscribe to YouTube. I would love it if you would. All right. Oh, and of course, pass this along to anyone you know who is interested in buying or selling real estate this year in 2020. I'm sure they would find this interesting, and maybe they want to reach out and give me a call because I would be happy to help them get their best deal when they buy or sell property here in the greater San Francisco, Monterey Bay area. All right. That's it for this episode of A Seb Show. Thank you so much for watching, and I will have another episode up again before too long.